Hello children, welcome back once again after vacation in your computer class. Today we will start about chapter 3, that is we are going to learn the tools of word processor. So before starting the chapter I want to tell you something. Actually, what is MS Word you know earlier classes, and where you know that now while we are opening any file in MS Word it is known as document, right? So this document we have to do some functions after opening the file. So this based on this document, while we are working on it, we often need to make some changes on that document. Some things like spelling of the word, or find and replace any particular word, making any changes on the word, correcting mistakes, checking spelling and grammar, etc. So parts, among all the parts, particularly correction, checking of grammar and spellings, these cut, paste, copy, all these things are known as editing of the document. Already, as we know, all the deleted details, small portions in your earlier class, like opening, how to open the document, save the document, exit from MS Word, etc. Now we will going to learn about the editing of the document. In this particular lesson, now we will start about entering and deleting the particular text, undo and redo of any action, moving, copying, pasting text, spelling grammar check, finding and replacing text, changing line spacing and paragraph formatting, how to print and print preview, thesaurus. These all we have to know, and we will be going to know from this chapter. Okay, so before starting it, just remind you one thing, because I have sent one link based on this chapter before summer vacation. Have you remembered this? The link based on the tools of word processors, where few features are already explained, like cut, paste, moving, grammar, spelling and grammar check, etc. So afterwards we will start here to continue this chapter, right? So first of all, I need to explain some questions which you are having in your book in page number 33. You can open your book and follow the page number of page 33. The questions are like this: the fill in the blanks, right? The fill in the blanks. Before starting the chapter, let us recapitulate. Okay, so fill in the blanks in page number 33 you will find here. So let's do the fill in the blanks, as I have done here also, and also I am going to repeat. Just check with your book and do it in your book. First one is MS Word is a dash software, that will be word processing software. Next is by default number 2, MS Word documents gets dash as the extension. It will be answer .doc. Next, number 3, until we type a name, our document by default gets name, dash name. Answer will be document 1 as the name. Number 4, it is the answer insertion point, the place where dash is the small blinking line on the screen. Answer will be insertion point. And the last one, number 5, when we save our document for the first time, we will use dash option, that is save option. Fine. Next, we are proceeding to afterwards, where I have sent you that link. On that link we already explained about all the related documents related things like selecting the text, deleting the text, undo, redo option, moving, copying, and spelling and grammar check, which I've explained in that video. So I will start today after spelling grammar check option. Okay, children, you can open your book page number 39. That will get you that find and replace button, right? So after knowing the spelling and grammar check, copy, paste, cut, move, etc., we'll proceed to find and replace button, how to work. Actually, find is, that is, we are going to find any, search anything. Find means to search any word, and replace means by replacing a new with a new word in the place of previous word. Suppose we want to find, as you will get also in the book, that is, we want to find the word, for example, Bombay. We have to search it. We can use where the find option to find or to search here where the document related to Bombay word. Means there is the content must be inside the document, and Bombay should be any word inside the document. So what to do? You have to follow few steps. First of all, click on the home tab of the ribbon and then get to editing group, and then find or use the shortcut key for finding the word Bombay by using Ctrl F. After that, in the dialog box that appears, we will type the word we want to find. Here we have to find, that is, word Bombay we have to type here, and then click find next. So first occurrence will be highlighted. After that, if more than one time word Bombay is reflecting in the paragraph, also it will be occurring, we'll be clicking on the next option, find next, and then we will find like this way. So many numbers will be maybe or may not be, maybe in one time occurrence of Bombay option is there, Bombay word, and maybe more than one. We can find it all. When the word shown every occurrence of this text, the dialog box occurs with the message word has finished searching the document. That means there is the number of word Bombay is already occurred, there is no more word. So after that we have to click OK, and when we finished, we click X to close the find and replace dialog box. Next, we have to know what is replace a word. To replace a word or phrase with another word, we use the replace option. For example, let us change Bombay, this Bombay word, to Mumbai in the document that is opened in your computer. See, on the home tab again of the ribbon, we have to go to the editing group and select the replace option, or use the shortcut key for getting the replace option by using Ctrl plus capital H. Ctrl plus H, caps H. So to get the replace option, we have to go again in the home tab of the ribbon and then go to the editing group and select replace, or use the shortcut key with Ctrl plus H button. Okay. In the find what text will appear in the box. Then we type the word as we want to find. Find what option will come. You can see it in the book also. Just page number 40. That is, in the first line the question is arising, find what? That is Bombay. And after that the option comes, that is replace with, means the word by which you want to replace. In that same dialog box it will appear. We have to type the name with whatever we want to replace. That is, in the replace with text box, we have to type the Mumbai word. Okay. To find the first occurrence of the text, we click find next. Then the first occurrence of the text will be highlighted. To replace the selected text, we click replace option. So if we want to replace a word, we click on replace, and if we don't want to replace, simply click on find next option, so that it moves on to the next occurrence of that word, MS word, without replacing. Okay. So after that, whenever we want, we click on OK button. This way we can repeat all the times to get the particular word whichever we are going to search, and we can replace it also. To replace every occurrence of the text without showing where the text was replaced, we click simply replace all button. A dialog box will appear informating us that how many instances of the text were replaces, and we will get it. Right. So children, now we can find one matching of the match the following portion in your page number 41. Right. So here we will be, I just will help you to solve the answer of match. I am going to show you just now. After the class, I will show you this. Okay. So let's go for the next option, that is about to print preview. It is always a good idea to see on the screen how our document will look when it is printing. So before actually printing it, we have to know this. So this can be done through this print preview option. Right. So for this reason, we will do what 2 steps. Just click on Office button and then hold the mouse over the print option. A list of printing options will open, and then we have to click only print preview button, and the print preview will appear, and we'll get the printing whatever we will get as output, that will be reflected in our screen. Right. Next, finally, physically, while we are going to take print out of the document, we do some little more thing. That is, to print the document, we have to select print in the option, and then the print dialog box will appear. We can also press Ctrl P to open the print dialog box, and then it will be getting printed. Right. So up to print of the document, we can have the idea now. Right. Now we will going to know about the thesaurus. What is thesaurus? Actually, thesaurus is that thesaurus which enables us to look up the synonyms, antonyms, word substitutes, alternative spellings for words in the document. So what can help us increase our writing abilities, vocabularies? So we can use the word thesaurus to avoid using the same word over and over again. So this option we are going to use because of the detailed or the synonym or the antonym or the avoiding the same word repetition we are going to use. To use the thesaurus option, we have to follow few steps. Like, first of all, you have to select the word. Next, click the review tab and then select the thesaurus from the proofing group. while it opens research task pane, and then we just have to click down arrow near any word and select the insert or copy to the word which going to be replaced by selecting the word, right? These are the way, that way we can replace the word which are repeatedly appearing in the screen. Okay, next is paragraph formatting. See, in the MS Word document file, few formatting we needed. I told you earlier, right? That is the editing of the document. So regarding the paragraph formatting, few options we have to know. First thing is paragraph marks. What is paragraph mark? In the MS Word, the paragraph symbol is called Pilcrow. You can find it in the book also. The Pilcrow symbol is used to marking the paragraph. It represents a paragraph mark. This symbol can be seen at the end of each paragraph every time enter the key is pressed. Suppose if we want to finish any paragraph and you want to go for the next paragraph, while we are putting enter on the last word after the last word of the first paragraph, the Pilcrow option will come. In other words, in an MS Word document, we know that the enter key has been pressed if we see the Pilcrow option in the Pilcrow symbol in the document. So we have to know how to come this Pilcrow option. To see this symbol in the document, we have to follow few steps. First thing, we have to select the paragraph. Which paragraph? First paragraph we have to select. After that, click on Home tab and then choose any button for alignment in the paragraph group. After that, there are 4 options we'll get. First is left alignment, next is right alignment, and after that center alignment, and finally we'll get the option justify. Like the earlier also you have get it, right? Left, right, center alignment, justify. To set this paragraph alignment, we have to follow few steps. Like here, see, you can see it. To set the paragraph alignment, we have to collect the options. If we select left alignment button from the paragraph group, we have to select paragraph is left aligned, this one. And if we want to select center alignment button, you have to choose this option, and paragraph selection of the paragraph will be in centered position. If we want to select right alignment button from the paragraph group, the paragraph will come this way and this selection paragraph is right aligned. Like this way we can align the paragraphs. And finally, justify means the selected paragraph will be justified text aligned on both left and right portion. Automatically it is doing by the computer itself, means not left portion, not right portion, whereas it is including both portions. Okay, so these options also from the keyboard we can get it to change the paragraph alignment. Left alignment we have to use Ctrl L keys, Ctrl plus L. To center, Ctrl plus capital E. To right align, Ctrl plus R, and to justify, Ctrl plus J keys. Okay, along with the vertical alignment, one more thing, that is an important step in formatting a page is positioning the text is on it, because we can enter the text vertically on a page. This is universally acceptable format for creating title pages. Like here we can see it. See, page with center alignment, page with top alignment, page with justified alignment, page with bottom alignment. 4 options are available. Okay. Like here, see, you can see it. To set the paragraph alignment, we have to collect the options. If we select left alignment button from the paragraph group, we have to select paragraph is left aligned, this one. And if we want to select center alignment button, you have to choose this option, and paragraph selection of the paragraph will be in centered position. If we want to select right alignment button from the paragraph group, the paragraph will come this way, and this selection paragraph is right aligned. Like this way we can align the paragraphs. And finally, justify means the selected paragraph will be justified text aligned on both left and right portion. Automatically it is doing by the computer itself, means not left portion, not right portion, whereas it is including both portions. Okay, so these options also from the keyboard we can get it to change the paragraph alignment. Left alignment we have to use Ctrl L keys, Ctrl plus L. To center, Ctrl plus capital E. To right align, Ctrl plus R. And to justify, Ctrl plus J keys. Okay, along with the vertical alignment, one more thing, that is an important step in formatting a page is positioning the text is on it, because we can enter the text vertically on a page. This is universally acceptable format for creating title pages. Like here we can see it. See, page with center alignment, page with top alignment, page with justified alignment, page with bottom alignment. 4 options are available. Okay.